So whenever we're at work, our employer has got to provide a safe place to work, which is fine in an office or on site somewhere. But if we're working at height or we're in a confined space, potentially we need rescuing if we get into difficulty. And don't forget, it's not always getting injured. Sometimes people have medical events, heart attacks, any time. So we've always got to have factored that into our planning. In regards to working at height, the law says we've got to plan for emergencies and rescue. It doesn't go into much more detail than that. So the idea of this is to help you in planning for emergencies and rescue, work at height, confined space, and it can be applied to other situations as well. So in a lot of RAMs I see out on site, people have said if we get into emergency, we'll call the emergency services. And that's great. That's a great thing to do. We should do. But in the Confined Space Regulations, it specifically states that calling the emergency services isn't sufficient to comply with the law for having planned for emergencies and rescue. Similarly, the work at height regs say that we need to be able to conduct easy and timely evacuation and rescue. It's often thought that relying on the emergency services and the run time for them to get to you won't comply with that law, so we need to be able to rescue our own people in a timely and easy fashion. So to help comply with the law, we've come up with some general considerations when planning for emergencies and rescue. So who is planning the work and are they competent? Quite often the site health and safety representative will do a lot of the planning on this. Are they a work at height expert? Are they a confined space expert? Do they have the relevant knowledge to make good, informed decisions on how to keep people safe and how to rescue people in emergencies? Who is supervising the work? The law states that all work must be appropriately supervised. What appropriately supervised means is up for debate, but is your supervisor looking after the work at height or the confined space or whatever situation you're in? Are they competent to be able to supervise that work? Are there sufficient personnel? If every single one of your personnel is committed to the work task, who's left to carry out a rescue if somebody gets into difficulty? It's often seen as a luxurious expense having a separate person or persons not doing anything. But in the event of a rescue, you're going to need those people. So most of the time we've got people trained as operators, be it work at height, be it confined space, low, medium, high. They're qualified, competent to operate in that environment. What these courses don't cover is rescue. So for a rescue team, do you need additionally trained people or do you need to upskill your current operators to be able to rescue? Where are the rescue kits and first aid kits? The amount of times I've been on site and seen a rescue bag left in the van and people do a 20-minute aid climb into the roof, it's no use on the van. It needs to be in the most useful position and everybody on site needs to know where the rescue bag is, what's in it and how to use it. We should have a rescue plan that covers all foreseeable eventualities. Most things shouldn't come as a surprise. So it's a plan that's been thought about, resourced, ideally practiced, and all we need to do is instigate that plan to rescue somebody. What fall protection is currently in place? Thinking about the work at height hierarchy, the avoid, prevent, mitigate. Do we need to put more fall protection in place to carry out a rescue, or can the rescuers work from behind existing protection or existing systems? Do we need to add more fall protection for the rescuers? The rescuers' primary consideration is their own safety. How are we going to keep our rescuers safe? To stay safe, we need something to attach to. Are there suitable anchors available on site? Is it something you need to hire in, or is there existing infrastructure that we can use? So to summarise, the law says we've got to have planned for emergencies and rescue, and we must be able to put those plans into effect in a timely manner. Most people will have a rescue plan, and the general considerations we've been through help to form that rescue plan.